Hello and welcome back, everyone. Today is day 25 of the 30-day life challenge. I don't even believe that we've been online this long. And it has been an exciting journey for me, of course. And I'm sure it has been similar experience with you as well. 25 days. Wow. So today the topic is seal your energy leaks and stop emotional drain and protect your peace. So let's start the topic with the question. Have you ever ended a day feeling completely drained, right? Even though nothing big really happened, but you still feel drained. You didn't run a marathon, you didn't fight a war, right? And yet your body feels heavy and your mind feels completely tired. Why? Well, that's because your energy is leaking, not physically, but emotionally. You have an energy leak. So every ignored feeling, right? Every little argument that you relay in your head, every yes you gave when your heart was screaming for a no is the reason behind it. They all drain your life force drop by drop. And when those leaks are left open, your peace is stolen without anyone even touching you. Your peace is gone out of the window, right? And today we're going to talk about how to find those hidden energy leaks, right? And then seal them before they steal the joy from your life, right? The joy in relationships, the joy in your experience, right? So before that happens, we're going to identify them and then seal them, right? So before we start, as we normally do, um, we will be going through certain exercises, and one of this is finding out the emotional stakes in this conversation today. So when your energy is leaking, right, life life feels like wading through the wet cement, as as you might experience it or feel it. It does feel like that, and you wake up tired, right? Little things end up triggering you big emotions, right? You feel behind, even if your to-do list is completely empty, but you feel tired, you feel behind on things. And the worst part is that we normalize it, right? We think the exhaustion is life. We think emotional heaviness is adulthood, right? But here's the truth. Peace is not peace is your natural state, actually, right? Peace is your natural state, and if you're not feeling it, something is leaking it away. Something is leaking it away, and we need to figure out what. Think about the subtle ways it happens, right? So overthinking, relaying the conversation, right? The text, the mistake, right? All of those things. The unspoken resentment, right? Smiling on the outside while your chest is burning inside. Energy vampires, right? People or habits that leave you emptier than before. All of these are responsible for that energy leak. And the thing is that the longer you ignore these leaks, right, the more disconnected you feel. You feel disconnected from yourself. You feel more disconnected from your heart, from your relationships, from your joy, from your life, right? And the interesting thing is, you don't know why this is happening. You feel empty, you feel drained, you feel less energized, you feel exhausted, but you have no idea why this is happening. Well, you're having an energy leak. That's why it's happening. And today, that's what we are going to talk about. All right. So before we proceed, let's do the grounding ritual as we always do. And today, we're going to call this grounding ritual the energy seal breath. Right. The energy seal breath. So let's sort of reclaim a little of our little bit of our energy right now. All right. So I want you to close your eyes if it feels safe, and take a slow breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Take one more and out. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine that you're releasing every small leak, right? Every worry, every tension, every should haves, right? Exhale all of them slowly, gradually. Just let them out and let that peace settle in. And now, place one of your hands on your heart and say to yourself, I call my energy back to me. I seal my leaks and I choose peace over drain. And take a long deep breath again. And feel that subtle shift in your chest. That's the first drop of your energy returning home. Take a deep breath again and out. And as you feel relaxed and having gained a little bit of your energy back, I want you to carry this energy in your chest, in your heart, for the rest of the life today. And experience and be present to what is being shared and how you may be experiencing the energy leak, and what you can do to actually seal it so that you can feel it, right? So let's continue with that same intention and same energy. So what's the core shift or the message that we are looking at here? So here's the gut level truth, right? Let's start there. And that is that life doesn't drain us, right? Life does not drain us, we leak. Life doesn't drain us, we leak. Every time you give your attention to what doesn't serve you, right? Every time you abandon your own truth to keep peace, right? The peacekeeper in the family. Every time you do that, every time you let an old story run in your head on repeat basis, right? On a loop, you sort of poke another hole in your energy bucket. Every time you do that, this is what's happening, right? But the thing is, the moment you realize this, right? The moment you become aware that you're doing it, the moment you choose to seal that leak, you start living differently, you start feeling differently, your energy changes, right? Your aura changes, everything around you starts to shift because you have shifted, right? So you protect your peace like treasure, right? You make choices that feel lighter. That's what you'll start doing when you seal those energy leaks. You'll start feeling lighter. Yeah, your choices will feel lighter, they will feel cleaner, they will feel freer, right? That's what starts to happen automatically. You're not working on it, you're not doing any effort or making any effort to do that. This automatically happens because that's what life is. It's bubbling inside of you to be expressed. But when the leak is occurring at the same time, there is no energy left for it to express itself, right? So you'll realize that once you start noticing and identifying and becoming aware of these leaks, and you start sealing them up, your life will change. You will feel lighter, right? You stop you stop bleeding energy into things that don't serve you. They don't deserve your soul, right? So as to say. So watch out for that. So that's the focus for conversation today, and that's the main aim. So take a look at the three insights that we can gain from the conversation today. Insight one is overthinking is a silent leak. It is, right? When you're overthinking, that's essentially what you're doing. So think about the last time you couldn't stop replaying that conversation in your mind, right? Think about that. How did you feel? You were doing the dishes, scrolling your phone, lying in bed, and still your mind was stuck on that one conversation or on that one moment. What was happening there? That's a leak, right? You did not have control on the energy, and it was being consumed by that same conversation over and over and over and over again. And it was being used so that that thought could sustain in your mind. Energy leak. Because your energy, we talked about in many of the other lives as well, right? Your energy follows your attention, right? We said energy follows the intent and the attention. That's what's happening. Your energy follows attention. So if your attention is sort of trapped in the past, your energy is trapped too. So you cannot reclaim that energy back into your present because that's where you have left it, or that's where you are choosing to leave it once you start, continuously thinking about that issue or an event. So the leak is occurring now. So sealing it starts with awareness, right? That's where it starts. When you notice that this is happening, when you notice the replay, right? Tell yourself, tell your energy, tell your soul that not today, right? I call my energy back. My intention is to receive that energy fully into me. And that's where it starts. That's where the sealing starts, with awareness. So, insight number two is that unspoken emotions rot the soul. Unspoken emotions rot the soul. They do, right? The anger, the anger that you swallowed, right? You did not express it. The resentment that you buried, you did not express it. The sadness you you hide behind a busy smile, right? You're sad, and all that you're doing is smiling so that other people don't feel bad around you. Stop being a people pleaser, right? Express your emotions, because this is all energy leaks quietly happening, right? It's almost like it's happening like water drains under the closed door, right? That's how it leaks through quietly. And you do not even know that this is happening, right? Emotions that are not expressed, they don't disappear. What do you think is happening to all that energy that is pepped up inside you? You had anger, you had resentment, you had sadness, you had pain, and you just shoved it inside you. Where do you think it's living, right? It's an expression that was never let out. Where is it living? Well, it's living in your body. It's living somewhere in your body that you're not aware of. And that's why in many of the previous lives that we had done, I had, requested and suggested that you hold the part of your body where you feel the pain, where you feel that the body is trying to express itself, right? Because every time an emotion or a feeling is subdued or not expressed, it sorts of find its own way into your body and then locks into some part, and it stays there until you focus on it and pay attention on it, and then release it, transform it. Till that time, it is going to be in that same vibration, locked and stuck in your body, and it's leaking. The reason why it's leaking is that emotion, in order to live or to be alive in your body, it is it is sort of sucking your energy, life force, so that it can live. And if it is alive, it is going to cause problem in your body, because it is something that wanted to come out and you did not allow, right? So that's why emotions that are not expressed, they don't disappear, right? Don't think that they do. They set up sort of a camp in your body, right? They set up a camp in your body, and they start draining you. Even even a private acknowledgement, uh, right? Like journaling, breathing through it, or speaking to a trusted friend, like that you may have. These are all the things that actually seal that kind of a leak, right? Because the reason why I'm saying this is because the moment you start doing these activities, journaling, right, breathing through it, or speaking to somebody, what you're doing is you're focusing on that um, suppressed energy, and then you are allowing that energy to transform itself into much more harmonious energy that is more beneficial for you, right? And that leak which was there, so that emotion can survive, or that feeling can survive, or that pain can survive, is no more happening now, because you have acknowledged it. It has become one with you, right? It has integrated into your energy now, so no more leak is needed. So that's insight 2. Insight 3 is the energy vampires are real. They are, right? Some leaks walk on two legs. They do, and you know them, right? The conversation ends, and your chest feels heavy, right? The room clears, and your smile feels big. Energy vampires are, you know, they're not always bad people. right? Energy vampires are not bad people all the time. They're sort of, they're just misaligned souls, right? Misaligned with their current peace. That's how I would put it. They're not, they're misaligned with their peace, from their peace. And what happens is that because they are misaligned, they are not receiving the energy that their life needs for it to continue its journey. And what ends up happening is that when they meet other people, they try to draw the energy from them, so that the emotions that they are, the feelings that they have that have been suppressed, they can live in them. So they are sort of sucking the energy from outside, because they have disconnected themselves from the true energy that was available to them. And that's why I'm saying that they are not intentionally doing it, but they are doing it. That's why they are, energy vampires. And I'm saying that they're not bad people precisely for this reason. They don't know that they are doing it, but they're doing it. Some do know that they're doing it, obviously, and they have those malignant feelings. They may, but mostly it is the misaligned souls. So seal the leaks, right? Seal the leaks with boundaries with them, with sort of limited exposure with them, or you can say um, inner detachment, right? The inner detachment. So when I say inner detachment, in fact, I have been a pranic healer myself. I learned pranic healing almost like 15 years ago, something like that, 2009, 16 years ago. And one of the techniques that I had learned back then, and it's still valid across all the energy healing modalities, it's called cutting the cords, right? So what happens is that throughout your day, and a lot of people you interact with you, and they form energetic bonds with you, right? Those energy bonds are like tunnels from one person to another, having an energy exchange back and forth. So that's why when you come in contact with the person who is like an energy vampire, they sort of suck that energy through those energy tunnels, and that's why you feel drained. Whereas if you happen to meet somebody who is energetic, right, who is uplifting a soul, so when you come in contact with them, their aura and your aura connect, right? You form an energy bond with them, and since they are overflowing with the positive energy, they sort of push that or move that some of the energy to you, because you are receiving it from them, and then you feel energized, you feel happy, you feel better in their presence. And that's what's happening. And energy vampires is quite the opposite. So cutting the cord is like when that energy bond has been established throughout the day, when you're getting going to bed, before you go to bed, you cut the energy cords that you have established throughout your day with the people and the energy that does not serve you, right? That's what you're doing. You're releasing your energy from them and releasing their energy from you, so that you can separate and be on your own, and be at peace when you're sleeping. You try it out today, right? Try cutting the energy cords. So imagine that you have energy cords coming out from your body, and then form an intention to hold a scissor and then cut it. You will feel the difference. So that's what inner detachment, or disconnecting from the external energy, would sound or feel like, right? That's one of the ways. So, setting boundaries like these, or limiting your exposure, could be one of the ways you can actually seal your energies um, from energy vampires as such. But nevertheless, they're not bad people. They just don't know what they are doing, right? So let's move on to soul questions. In every day, we do three soul questions, and obviously with an intent that the idea would sink in. And the hope is that you're not rushing through them and you're doing them with honesty so that you can learn more about yourself, about your energy, about your expression, your soul, and what exactly are you, right? What exactly and who exactly are you? That's the full intent. So today we are going to do three questions related to energy. Question number one: where is your energy leaking right now? Not right now, but right now. Where is your energy leaking right now? So close your eyes, right? Close your eyes and then feel into it. Just sit with yourself for a little while and then ask this question: where is my energy leaking today? Right? It could be leaking through your thoughts, right? It could be your relationships that you have with people. It could be your relationship with yourself also, right? You could be thinking constantly about something that is not helping you or is not in alignment with the peace that you intend to have in life, right? Thoughts, relationships, and like I said, self-talk. What kind of conversations do you carry in you that show a lot in the way you experience life, in the way you experience life force? So where is your energy leaking right now? Question two: what is that one leak you've been ignoring out of the habit or out of fear, right? What is that one leak? So the one, this one that quietly drains you every day, right? You don't know that it's happening, but you can feel it that it is happening, and you keep on ignoring it because you're in the habit of ignoring it, right? You meet somebody, you're friends with somebody who is energy vampire. You know that connecting with them, having contacts with them is draining, is feels draining to you, and yet you continue to be in their company. Well, that's a choice that you're making. It's not a habit anymore. The moment you know this, that you're doing this, it's not a habit, it's a choice. Habit is only when you don't know that you're doing it. The moment you know that you're doing it, it's a choice. Why are you choosing it? Right? What is that one leak that you're ignoring out of habit or fear? Question three: what would protecting your peace look like today? Right? If you were to just seal everything, if you, let's say, if your heart was to come first, right? That I will follow my heart as I always do, right? I'm the one who always follow my heart more than anything else in my life. If I'm not peaceful here, forget about me being a very light-hearted person around you. It's not gonna happen. So if, let's say, if your heart was to come first, top priority, what would stay in your heart and what would leave? Right? If heart was to become your priority, what would stay there and what would go? Right? What would protecting your peace look like? How does it feel? Who are the people you know that are supportive of a peace in your life, who are draining your energy? So think about that, right? And act accordingly, because there are people who uplift you, spend more time with them, and there are people who drain you. Well, what to do. And I have personally experienced this myself. The more I have detached myself, right, internally and externally, both um, from the people who felt more like, you know, energy vampires, I have been able to reclaim my energy at a much more greater level than I ever imagined. So I encourage you to answer these questions and see it for yourself what what decisions you take, right? So those were the three insights. And let's now move on to the daily practice, right? So the daily micro transformation practice, we call it. And today we're going to call it the energy ledger, right? The energy ledger. So tonight, right, take a couple of minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, right, to track your leaks and seals, right? Your leaks and seals. So write down where your energy leaked today. And it's an activity that you're doing for that day. So you're beginning today. So you're talking about today. So write down where your energy leaked today. Right? Was it the thought that came that caused that leak? Was it somebody you interacted with, right, or a moment that was there in today that caused that, or like I said, did you interact with, talk to someone, you were thinking about something, all those sort of things, whatever it was, right? Write it down. What caused that leak today? And then write down one action that you're going to take to seal it, right? Whether you're going to breathe through it, right? Whether you're going to create a boundary, you're trying to take help of a boundary to help seal it, or you're going to have a conversation about it, right? Or simply a release, right? A release. Like, for example, I shared that cord cutting activity, right? From pranic healing, you can do that every day when you go to bed. Before going to bed, just do that cord cutting exercise or activity. And don't worry, you're not cutting cords with your, with the people you love. The people who love, the moment they think about you, immediately the energy connection gets established, right? Haven't you heard about, I was thinking about you, and there you are, you got a call. Or with your mom, let's say, right? Your mom, and it's said all over the world, every culture has it, right? There's a unique, and I've felt it myself. There's a unique connection between a mother and her kids. It's unimaginable, right? So no matter where the mother is, kids feel it, or mother feels her kids. Why? Well, that's because of that connection. No matter how much you try to severe that, it is going to just snap back again immediately the moment you think about the other person. So if even if you cut cords with everybody in your family, or other people, the moment they start thinking about you, they form an energetic connection with you immediately. So, so don't feel that you're going to end up cutting cords with your family and then they'll just fly away from your life. No, that is not going to happen. Don't worry about that. But that is one exercise that you can do to actually seal your energy from the outside influence that is not serving you, right? So do that. That's one thing that you can do. And before you go to bed, right, tell yourself, I take my energy back today, right? I want to be whole. I am whole. I am at peace, right? I am energy, and I am one with it. So once you start doing these things, you will start feeling the energy shift in you. You'll start feeling lighter, right? Do it when you do it daily. you will start feeling lighter, for sure, right? And you will feel that you're feeling lighter without changing even a single thing outside of you, right? Nothing has changed outside of you. All that has changed is inside you, and then the way you have you have saved your energy, or created boundaries around you, energetic boundaries, so that the leaks don't happen, right? That's what you've done. And as it is, all the experiences in your life happen in you, right? You can blame anybody for whatever reason. He was this, therefore I felt it. He was that, he was behaving like that, or he treated me like that, that's why I am like this. None of that is true. You know that in your heart, right? It was you who felt it. The experience happened inside you. Outside was just a trigger. Outside was just an activity. Outside was just an incident, right? The experience of that incident, the experience of that activity happened in here. How you framed it, how you defined it, caused how you experienced it. Change your definition, and your experience changes. So everything is happening here. So take care of this guy, right? Don't let the energy leaks happen and then blame others. Take care of your energy. So that's it for today. We are going to end our conversation related to sealing your energy um, leaks. And tomorrow we are going to come up with another topic, or another profoundly helpful and transformative live, hopefully. And like I said, hopefully. So the word hope, right? Continue the word of hope. Hope means help one person every day, right? So if you like these lives, like I always say, like them, give them thumbs up, share it with other people, comment one energy for today, let's say, comment one energy leak that you have been experiencing in your life, share it how you intend to seal it today, right? Let other people learn from your experience, from the way you are executing um, whatever is being shared in these lives, right? Tag someone who you think is going to be benefited from hearing this message today, right? And remember the word hope. Hope is help one person every day. Help one person every day. So let today's person be you, right? Calling your energy back in your life. And let tomorrow's person be the one who feels the gift of your calm, your wholeness, your radiant presence, right? Let that be that person tomorrow, and the one who you share this gift with. Okay, so that's it for today. We are going to meet tomorrow in another live, in another day. All right, so have a good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Have a blessed day and a blessed life. Thank you very much. Namaste.